There is absolutely no evidence to suggest that King Charles or Catherine have ever said anything offensive or racist involved in this. But we are in the middle of this storm. Now, I don't know about you, my friend. I support what Piers did because I think the world has changed. I think papers aren't touching it. But when stuff is out online, the British public have a right to know. And the response has been incredibly telling this morning. What's your view of the whole thing, Rupert?
I think from the moment Meghan made those comments when talking to Oprah Winfrey, however many years ago that was, this story has always been the smoking gun that has created huge issues. You've seen Meghan and Harry sort of flip-flopping in what actually happened. You've got the Queen saying when she was alive, recollections may vary. This is the problem with this story. And with social media, we've seen it with recent scandals. You know, everyone seems to know who the person may have been. But actually, but until someone actually comes out and says it, everyone knows something. So yesterday on social media, everyone would have been aware of who the two characters were at the centre of this latest issue. So this is the problem nowadays, that everybody knows. So getting it out there, is it going to help? Well, it obviously will bring an element of focus. For the royal family, this story, from the moment, as I say, Meghan spoke on Oprah, it has caused an uncomfortable feeling because they don't see it like that. And this is the problem with what happened. And now, how do we find out any more? Well, what can Meghan and Harry do? Can they come out and say, no, there's no issue? Where do we go with this? Everyone seems to be slightly backed into a corner.
Well, this is really interesting, and this is one of the things that's come out of this morning. And I would respectfully suggest that Omid Scobie's book has so many inaccuracies, starting with the fact that apparently Queen Camilla phoned Piers Morgan the night that he walked out of Good Morning Britain. No, absolutely wrong, because he'd have told all of us, trust me, a million times. Here's the thing. Scobie's got past. He has. Harry and Meghan have got a past, and people will equate the two. It's what happens next. We've been asking all morning. The implications, Belly, for the royal family. It's always been keep calm and carry on, say nothing. James Bloodworth made a great point this hour when he said maybe the onus is on Harry and Meghan, who have said, oh, we didn't speak, and Scobie went, we didn't speak. Maybe they need to come out and say this is nothing to do with us. What do you reckon?
Well, they've created the issue. Let's be honest. They're the reasons it all came out. So it actually behoves them perhaps to actually put their heads above the parapet. Omid Scobie says he didn't talk directly to Meghan and Harry for this latest book, but he talked to people who were in the know in their circle to help write the book. So actually, presumably this all came from that group of friends or whoever it was. So they've created this problem. They're the couple that can diffuse the problem, because we know the only time we've ever heard the royal family say anything is when the initial allegations were made, and William made that comment by saying that the family is not racist. And that's about the only thing we've had from the royal family since we've seen the Netflix documentary, since Oprah, since Spare came out. That's the nearest thing to a full-blown sort of reaction from the royal family. So the problem's been created by Meghan and Harry. They're the ones who can diffuse the problem straight away. But that will be easier said than done, because their pride will probably not allow them to do it, because they feel that they are the victims rather than the perpetrators of these problems.
Rupert